Hello and welcome to Santa Pod for the 2024 Hot Rod Drags. Brilliant event, one of the best ones of the year. The cars you'll see down here, ultra cool. Hot rods, Mopars, Chevys, Fords, we got everything down here. So, let me spin this camera around. We're in the show and shine section here, right next to the starting point of the track. But you can see what we've got starting off already down here. We're just going to have a quick, brief walk through the show and shine section here. Just looking at the lovely cars that we have down here today. We got the big old bus over in the background that we saw recently down at Lockie Farm at Pizza Club. Loving that. I've had a little brief walk around. A lot of cars down here that we've seen at a lot of different shows recently. But there's also a lot of cars I haven't actually ever seen myself, or I don't recognise at least anyway. And check this out, we got a six-wheeler with lifted bed. How cool is this? And so we've already got our first cut in the video, catching up with people, talking about the motors. One that we will hopefully have a potential interview on very soon. May even be down at Lockie Farm, I'll get one. We'll see how it goes. But if you've never done Santa Pod or Hot Rod Drags before, you can probably tell from the video, because this is going to be hopefully a long one, and hopefully I'll actually get this one out. I've had a little issue recently with getting videos done, but if you haven't been here, you'll probably see, just from what we got sitting here, the type of cars that we have down here. The meat is brilliant. The cars, fantastic. But, in my personal opinion, and I always say it, it's the people that make these meets what they are. And you've got no shortage of great people down here. Now, the 73 Roadrunner, I was looking around this a little bit earlier. We got Wiley Coty sitting in the driver's seat. And also, little Roadrunner just down there as well. I may be a bit biased with what I film. I'm a Mopar guy. We got the big Impala, is it? I believe this is. Saw this down here at Mopars nearly a month ago. Lovely big car. We got the modified Beetle that we've seen down at Cool Flow with the metal flake underneath, mint as well. Awesome car, something completely different to what you'll normally see. Got little moon eyes on the back as well. We've got the 66 Corvette Stingray, which we've seen out at a load of shows this year. One that come into mind, we saw it down Speedfest earlier this year. Gets about this car, loads of places. But we've done the one row there, and we'll start on this middle row here. We got big Chevy Nova. Recently, I believe that's got a wrap on it. That's a recent sort of addition. That's had a lot of money spent on it. Very nice car, incredibly quick as well. And if you've seen my Red Hill video from 2 years ago, if it's the same one, I'm sure it is, the number plate had a cloth over it going into the car park. But it's a cool story, you'll have to go watch the videos. But check out the little go-kart here. But the cars we have down here today, just real cool. The show and shine section always brings out some really cool and unique cars. And they're ones you just don't see really anywhere else. A lot of these I recognise, like the Pop just here. I remember seeing that recently. We're seeing that a lot of places. It's been down Brooklands, been down NSRA Swap Meet earlier in the year. You know, we get about a lot. We see a lot of the same cars. And I try and remember the cars I've seen. But there's a lot I haven't seen today. Like the Chevy truck, is it? I'm pretty sure it's a Chevy. It's not Ford, is it, this one? But with the net on the back, the K&N netting. Never seen this one as far as I can remember before. But we're just down here, having a walk around, enjoying what we see. Cool cars all round. Weather has been perfect today. Not too windy, thankfully, either. The pod has its own weather system down here. It's either freezing cold, raining, potentially snowing. You never know what it's going to be doing. I've seen this down at the hayride recently, I believe it was, on the massive walk around. I remember seeing the little skeleton. I'm pretty sure this is the same one. As I said, a lot of these cars I will have seen places before, and if you watch a lot of my videos, you may see the cars again in the videos. It's not a small community we have, but a lot of people enjoy getting out to the meets, which is always cool to see. I'm loving inside. We've got a whole load of pictures in there, and we've got some number plates hitted around. Wouldn't be great on the air, but we've got the Super Deluxe 8 Ford down here with the flame paint job. Really nice looking car. Again, another one haven't seen before as far as I can remember. Big double bench seat inside. Just gotta love it. We're coming along to one of the vans here. See what this is from the front. We got Silverado on our right. In the Chevy crew, which for some people may know what I'm talking about, we used to crew around with a load of people with Chevy trucks. I'm saying like 12 trucks in a convoy going down the motorway. This also appears to be for sale for 15 grand. So if you're wanting a Chevy truck, that's a good price, I'd say. From looking at it, I'll say for 15 grand, I can't tell what it's like underneath, but just looking at it, just from the outside, that looks like a reasonable, very fair price for that truck. But yeah, we used to go around with the Chevy crew that I named it, and yeah, a whole load of Chevy trucks just cruising around on the streets. But we're going into our third row of cars down here, so let me just get up to the top and we'll start working our way back down. I believe we're currently, what time is it? It is 17 minutes past 12 on the Saturday, and everything's gone quiet. I believe this may be the lunch hour. You can see we've got a whole load of cars all lined up on the starting line, ready to get going. I think this is the quiet hour. I'm not sure. We'll see. Just cool cars all round. We got the Barracuda down here, which I thought was the Challenger that we went over to Belgium with. Same colour and same decals on the side. Didn't realise, but this is the Barracuda. This isn't the one I thought it was. So I'm going to have to try and get some photos of this, send it to my friend. I wasn't the only one that confused of what car this was today. Just looking around, you can see we have all sorts down here. Loads of cars, all through. And, okay, Santa Pod may not be the cheapest event to get in. I believe it's £30 a ticket for hot rod drags. But to be fair, if you're coming just for the day, and you haven't done it before, then it's well worth the price. And if you've been before, then you'll probably know a lot of people here. Which again, in my opinion, worth the price. We're slowly working our way through the show and shine section, which as far as I know extends quite far way up the track this time. Apparently it goes quite far up this way, so we will see how far this goes. We got the Dukes of Hazzard Dodge Charger down here. General Lee decal on the roof, got the Confederate flag, got the O1. Someone's taking a photo, so we'll just wait a little minute for them to get the photo and then we'll go have a look. So they've got their photo. Let us have a look inside this car. We got roll cage inside. Lovely beige interior. I am biased. It's a Mopar. It's a General Lee. It's a Dodge Charger. You can't go wrong. But we'll keep looking around, see what else we come across. And so this is when it's going to get very noisy again. We've been catching up with even more people down here, and the racing has commenced once again. So I'm going to have to talk a little louder, but you'll be hearing some cool engine noises in the background. You'll be hearing all the cars barreling down the track, ridiculous speeds. I think it was very recently they had a couple of 300-mile-an-hour cars down here. You don't really get that many places, especially in the UK. Santa Pod is pretty much the only drag strip we have here. We do have a couple of others, but Santa Pod is the premier one. It's the main one down here. So we'll just keep going round the few cars that we have left in the show and show. Which I'm going to have to stop talking because the amount that we've got rolling down the track, it's loud down here. But pretty sure, Ford, not sure on the year, but the early Ford, really liking this, haven't seen it out before. Liking that a lot. Got another one of the big Chevy trucks out here with some tin striping just on the sides. That's it. Santa Pod brings out the cool motors. We got nice lead sled down here. Do like these, very nice shapes to them. Got another Buick down here, and a couple of Buicks we've seen down here. Not the most common of motors that you see down at the pod. Then again, you see a bit of everything, no matter what meet you go to. You see random bits of everything, so you can't really say, oh, I haven't seen this, but I don't think I've seen this little bike down here before. It's what I mean, see cool stuff. So I've had to take the microphone off the hat to talk straight into this because the amount of cars we got going down the track, I don't think you're going to hear anything I'm saying. But we got the big Chevy wagon down here. Do love myself a wagon. Will be something I'll look to purchase in the future when I've got a little bit more money together for buying some more motors. Like I said, trying to keep up with just the one Mopar is a problem enough. It's because it's a Mopar, you know. It's a Mopar. Well, you can't complain. We got Plymouth Duster down here with flame paint job all over. And it appears to have a for sale advert as well of 23 grand. There is your info. But we got this last row to do here in the show and shine, and then we'll cut the video into whatever we come across next, because there's a lot more to see down here today. You can't go wrong with the pod. Always lovely selection of motors. We get people from travelling all over the world. Now, when I was down here, I think it was a month ago, just want to look at this little squirrel hood emblem on the Hillman here. Liking that. When we were down here about a month ago, I believe it was, for the Mopars, we had people over from Belgium, people over from Germany. I didn't realise at the time where the people had come from. When I went over to Belgium very recently with the Mopar for Moparty, we actually met a few of the people that were here. And people said to me, oh, you had the satellite at the Santa Pod. I was like, I've just come across the sea and I've got people mentioning my car at shows in a different country. Can't complain at that. But yeah, that'll be another video I'll be getting out, hopefully pretty soon. The Moparty videos, I've got a lot to catch up on, like I said, but we're working through it. We've got a lot of motors down here for sale by the looks of it. We got the Cadillac down here for sale. Like I said, if you've got the money and you're looking for a motor, any of these Santa Pod shows, any of the bigger ones, well, pretty much all the Santa Pod shows, there's always a few cool cars down here for sale, especially just in the show and shine section. It's a great community down here, great set of people, it's all good times all round. But we've almost finished up on this final row here of the show and shine section. I'm going to try and stick the microphone back up on the hat, because now the racing seems to have stopped. I haven't got to hold it in my hand, and I can get back to actually holding my camera instead of trying to hold this under my arm, which isn't the easiest thing. But just panning the camera around, just looking what we have down here. How can you not say, if you're a petrol head, that this is not a cool event? It is one of the best ones out there. Always love hot rod drags, always brings out really cool hot rods. Obviously hot rod drags, you know what I mean, it's literally called hot rods. You get the cool stuff down here. We don't come down to Santa Pod all that often, mainly not due to the cost, but it's quite a distance away. But let's spin this camera around onto me quickly. We're coming along to one of the Dragsters. I can't remember what it is off name. It's one of the Crackle cars, and it sounds fantastic. It's incredibly loud. But let's spin the camera around on this thing, because it's special. You get a lot of special hot rods down here as well as the cars. So if you know your hot rods and your Dragsters, you may recognise this one. But we've got 3 cars left here on the show and shine. Just got their own little lineup here, their own little section, all with the hoods up, all with a lot of work done on them. It's just a cool little lineup. These 3 normally get around quite a few places altogether. We've seen them down here. Again, Mopars, you know, I keep bringing Mopars up, but it was the last time I was down here, and a lot of people that do Santa Pod do it fairly frequently as well. But we must be in between one of the heats at the moment. Music's playing, the cars have gone quiet, but we're going to be moving on through into the pits soon. And I've been told there is more show and shine down here. Let me spin this camera downwards. It's higher than I like. We got the Chevrolet Apache 10. I like this a lot. I've recently seen another Chevy Apache 10 that I really liked. It was a step-sided version of this, short bed like this one. Don't believe this is long bed, but I like this. Really cool truck. Had a lot of work done to it. I think it's discs all round as well. It's got a 5.7 Corvette lump in it. Like I said, when you look in the bed of this as well, you can see there's been a lot done to it. Like I said, just cool cars, cool trucks all round. No, it is drums on the back, so just discs on the front, but again, cool motors. So I believe that pretty much covers the show and shine section for hot rod drags. We're going to move our way on now, down further into the show that way. And we're starting off this walk around again, back, just coming out the show and shine section. We've got a motor that's been street driven down 180 miles. Street driven down from Manchester. Now, how cool is that? To be street driven, what was it, 180 mile from Manchester down here to the pod. Oh, what a ride. Imagine seeing this barreling past you on the motorway. Spare wheels, or tyres I mean, in the back. How cool is that? And coming to the very back of the show and shine, we've come along to a couple of more of the Dragsters. How cool are these?
Yeah, that ain't happening. Must be scary as hell, isn't it? Where do? Surely.
And we've also got the Moon Eyes Dragster down here. as well.
I have no idea.
How cool is that? But we'll keep on the move, see what else we find. So coming along from the Dragsters, just over there, the Moon Eyes Dragsters, and we're now on the starting lanes, just in the pairing lanes here, where all the cars line up before they get ready to head down the track. Down there we got one of the jet cars as well. We're going to head into the stalls, see if we can find anything to buy. I've just come back off the pairing lanes, which are just here. We've come along to the merchandise stall and we've purchased a couple of stickers and what is apparently the last poster they have here for sale. So we're walking back to the car because we got that poster. It's like in a tube. We don't really want to get it all scrunched up in our bag. But just look at the cars we have in the camping down here. Santa Pod's got a huge amount of camping available down here. So if you ever come over to a Santa Pod event and you want to stay over, they haven't got like rooms or anything, but behind me, as you can see, huge campsite. Literally massive campsite. Santa Pod sits on a huge amount of land. So yeah, they got camping available. We've done it a few times ourselves. It's all good times down here. Gonna keep looking around to see what else we find. We've got an A-Team GMC there. We got the Bedfords, are they? Little tiny Bedford as well. Also, you just see cool stuff. Even just sitting in the camping. Got another one of the GMCs camped up over here again. Another one of our mates we've seen at many of the shows. We got the big Ford van here that we saw down at Bagshop Breakfast Meet on Sunday just gone. Like I said, I see a lot of the same motors and I remember a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of stuff hidden away in the campsite. And I've got to point it out, Mopar flag. Hey, Mopar in her car. Now walking back towards the track, got a few more cars just hidden away in the general parking areas. I said wherever you go, cruising around in the background as well. No matter where you go down here at the pod, if there's a big event on, you're going to see cool stuff wherever you go. So we've been moving down through all of the trade stalls here. Haven't found too much of interest that's piqued my own anyway. Nice cool stuff, a lot of t-shirts, things like that. A couple more stalls on the left I haven't looked at. But we have the disabled viewing area just here. They do have very good accommodations for disabilities and all that down here. Santa Pod's very inclusive. We got Pontiac just down there, Trans Am, and we're going to continue because we have a lot more show and shine just up the side of the track here. So we've been walking around, catching up with loads of people down here at the pod. So much so that I've lost track of where we're filming last, but I know we didn't do this still. So we're going to start off here with all of the tyres all set up in a very nice display here, with the Chevy Nova as the centerpiece of the show. As I said, Pod brings out some very cool cars. With an LS lump in it as well. But we're going to keep moving and we're going to head over to the cars by the track. So we are back on the other side now, next to the track again, and we will begin again on the cars that we have not looked around, as we have music playing in the background. We are here down at the pod, always a good time. I'm going to have to try and talk over this because I'm pretty sure Layla's going to get copyright hit on YouTube, so we shall see what we can do about that. But yeah, it must be I think this is now the lunch break quiet hour. We're just going to keep walking through here. Cool cars all round. Loving the Mopar badge as well. So we've had a really good show and shine here. Just awesome. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the hot rod that came down from Devon or Cornwall. It's about a 400-mile round trip for them or something like that. And they came down to the Red Hill Cruise. Sure this is the same one. If not, this is incredibly cool as well, but I'm pretty sure that is the one. On the back of the Willis here, we have Woody and Jesse hanging on, going along their way. That's it. Awesome cars all round. And it continues behind me as well. Even more cars down here. Show and shine is a big one down here today. Show and shine's usually always very good, but today it's extended all the way down here, which I don't know, usually the show and shine is good, but today has been quite exceptional. Thoroughly enjoying it as we're just walking through here. Convertible Mustang down here, load of cars. Like I said, it's good times all round. And as I said before, a lot of cars haven't seen before in person or even photos of before. A lot of cool stuff. We've got GTO down here, all black, red interior. How nice is that? 69 GTO, can't go wrong with that. Loving the little baseball bat that they have in here just to hold up the hood. Loving that. And another one of the copyright songs, Mississippi Queen now playing. This is going to be a fun time trying to dodge YouTube's copyright system on the music. We'll see how this goes. We've got Cougar down here that we've seen, I believe it was down at the Hayride, and we also saw it down here at Mopars, I think last year it was. We got another all black Chevy Nova down here, nice 71, and another convertible. We've got the 66 Ford Galaxy for sale for 12 grand on nearest offers. There is your details. Do like the convertible cars. I thought this was originally 68, 69 Satellite. I only saw the very back half of this and the lights as it was cruising about over there near the show field, and I saw it just go through. You right, mate? How you doing? So we have been catching up with even more people down here at the pod, and as you can see, we've got 68 Roadrunner, no 69 Roadrunner rolling through. I've got a sweet spot for that. If you couldn't tell, because I drive a 68, I'm going to like anything that's Mopar, B-body. Can't go wrong with that sort of stuff, can you? But making our way back to everything else that is down here in the show and shine section. Well, I'm assuming, yes, a continuation of show and shine down here. Load of the open top hot rods. We have some of the belly tank type racers down here. I have a feeling quite a few of these cars would have been down Pendine Sands, quite a few, which I haven't actually done. I do need to do that one day, Pendine. There's also a French version of Pendine. Well, I don't know if it's a French version or what it is, but there's a French one that's coming up next year. Big hot rod meet on the sand. hopefully get to that next year as well. Yep, here we go. Speaking of Pendine Sands 22 and 24. And that's what it is there. Race the Waves, Bridlington as well. A lot of cool stuff. Load of meets out and about all over the place. Quite a few of these. I'm loving the metal flake helmet as well. Shining in the sun. Looks brilliant. But a few of these I would have seen down at the MPH Vintage Sprint number 2 this year, which was okay. Wasn't my favourite show of the year, but it was okay. Not for the ticket price, in my opinion, 90 quid. But we're not going to talk about that. It was okay. But anyway, moving on. Even more cars down here. I said a lot that I haven't seen. The console. Don't think I've ever seen this one. We got Betty Boot on the front here. Lots of haven't seen this console out. Would have remembered the hood decals there. But here is those. I think they are belly tank racers that I was talking about. Don't believe I've seen either of these two before. Imagine just strapping into this and going along.
So how was that?
Yeah, good.
You had a long wait.
Like I said, it really does bring out the cool cars down here.
I was on the line. No, but I mean.
And on the hot rod here, I've just noticed this. Loving this. It is hot. Don't lick. Exhaust pipe. And gear shifter just sitting in here. All sorts down here. All the little touches is what makes these motors special. But we haven't got loads left for show and shine. And we'll be slowly working our way into the pits and looking around. What else is hidden away? Because, like I said, this is show and shine. A lot of the cars in the pits will be the full-on race cars, which will be very cool to see.
That's not the only thing. Too much.
And we have found the Roadrunner pulled up. Loving this.
I'm off!
Yeah, I'm going to be biased. Liking this a lot. Well, that should be bringing us towards the end of show and shine. I think that's everything down here. As well, we'll probably be continuing our way up the track and seeing what else we can find. And we've just had some food here at the Pit Stop Cafe, right near the end of the track where you can see the Santa Pod sign down there. We had the second lot of show and shine down there, and I thought, while we're just here, let's do a little walk around of the pod shop, which is the place you can get all of your Santa Pod merchandise, whatever you want. You can see rows of clothing, loads of stuff in here. They got Lego, toy cars, all sorts. Huge assortment of t-shirts. They have literally everything in here. Pod shop has got a lot in it. And also, big sponsorship by Lucas Oil as you can tell. So you can pick up pretty much whatever you need. They've got a whole load of car parts as well. A lot of dash dials, NOS bottle, all sorts in there. Get all your auto glim for cleaning up your car, making it nice and shiny. You got one of the racing fuel canisters down there, got one of them at home. Haven't used it yet. And a whole lot of tools, so if you get down to the track and something breaks, Pod Shop might be the place to go to get it fixed. But let us continue round. We're going to head out the Pod Shop. We're going to go left and we're going to see if we find anything else up here. We've just come out the Pod Shop and we're walking past all the cars that are now hidden up in the pits. One of the cool things about Santa Pod, and probably quite a lot of the raceways to be honest around the world, you actually can get into the pits and you can meet the drivers, see the cars, get up close and personal and just see the cool stuff, just like this. This is the jet car that went down the track earlier. Basically a jet turbine attached to a car chassis, which looks like that, going down the track. So we have all sorts, even little drag racing masher as well.
I can't see it being rockers tapping the cover because the girdle's in the way, isn't it?
But continue on, see what else we find. We got Falcon down here. We got Back in Black Ford Pop down here. We got loads of cars. Got Plum Crazy Challenger over in the background. Like I said, wherever you go down here, you're going to see some real nice motors. We got another 100E. This one we actually drove in behind. This was in front of us as we came through the gate with blue tinted windows. Big NOS bottle in the back. And Metal Flake Rainbow bumper. With also hidden Metal Flake Rainbow and Purple Flames hidden into the paintwork. Liking it a lot. Can do, mate, yeah. Oh, brilliant. What speed do you normally run in?
It does, Sharon's done 11:42 because it's her car.
Okay.
126, but we're hoping to get it in the 10s tomorrow.
Love the paintwork on it as well. Metal Flake with the flames, it's cool.
They're ghost flames, and this car looks black if the sun's not out because they just disappear, literally disappear. You can just about see the outline. There's a kilo of metal flake on this car.
Love the shifter as well.
It's a bit of the old camshaft in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, we blew an engine up completely, and it was in about 5 bits.
No, I'm liking that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, thank you for letting me have a look at it as well.
No, no problem. No problem.
And so this is what's so cool about down the pod. Like I said, catching up with even more people, just walking around down here. Always a good time. But we're going to keep heading down the pits because a lot more cars to be seen.
Let's not forget.
So because the cars are quite spread out down here, I'll just keep cutting the video because, you know, I want to try and keep a little bit of a flow to this video. I did, like I said, the Mopar video down here last month or the month before. Don't think it turned out that well, so we're going to keep going with this. Now this is looking like another one I don't think I've seen before, but I'm liking a lot. So we're just down here, just past the finishing line here, right underneath the gantry. Like I said, just walking through the pits, seeing what cars we have just down here as we're walking through. And as we're filming, rolling through on my right, I believe this set a 300 mile an hour record very recently, a couple of weeks ago, or last week. That is a crazy motor, that. As we're just walking through, it's not quiet. You know, there's a lot of cars about, but it's not particularly busy either. It does feel a little quieter than usual. There isn't that usual buzz that Santa Pod has. But still, quality cars all round, a lot of people. It's just one of them quieter events. And we got Roaring Rat rolling through there. We got Chevy wagon here as well. Gotta love a wagon. We got the Bel Air here as well. Let's have a look under here. Oh, that's a big cars all round. And let's bring the camera back down to the Corvette as well. Yeah, how you doing? This is the returning straight here, where all the cars that have gone down the track will be coming back out into the pits. There's also quite a few hot rods and little other things hidden away in these sheds here. I will have to hurry up and get my video from the Mopars out, because I haven't done that. I do need to do that. I've got a little caught up with doing videos and stuff the last couple of weeks. I will try. Hopefully this video is going to be the start of me getting a lot more things out. I've got the bag shop video out, so I started something at least. But let's keep on the move. Walking around here, spin this round again. We got the Scar scooter down here. This is what I mean. Stuff hidden away all round. So just for context where we are, we have the track just over there, the signing over here, and we're just going now into the back section of the camping to see if we can find any other motors hidden away down here. We've got the Anglia just purring along. And the cars have got quite a nice little setup here. As we're just walking through, we can just quickly get a little pan over each one. Like I said, we got some serious kit down here. We've got another little Ford Anglia down here for sale, up for 25k. If you like what you see, maybe get yourself a bargain. Interesting to know what that's got under the hood, because it doesn't look stock, but can't quite tell from where I am. We've got this up on the jacks at the back. We're just going to keep making our way around. We've got the Pro Stock, something around there. We've got the Mustang here. Do like the shape of this. Big old lump in the front as well. Whew. With tuna eyes. That's cool, I'm liking that, that's different. How's that for a motor though? That is one of my favourites of today. I'm liking that a lot. Very cool. Can we get a little shot of the inside as well? Yeah, liking this. Like I said, we've got a lot of camping down here. I can see a few motors through the back there in the camping areas. I'll try and get around to them. We'll see how we go, but we're going to progress down here and see what else we find. And so there is some big, serious money involved in drag racing. Don't know how much a rig like this would cost, but I know it wouldn't be cheap. Who knows? I'd like to own something like this one day. Hey, can't say never, can you? I do intend on buying a Superbird one day, and a genuine one at that. I am at uni purposely to buy one, so we never know where we'll end up. But we're just going to walk through here, having a look at the cars. And if we're going to talk about uni, I might as well bring it up. I'm going to be starting up at uni very, very soon again. So we'll see. Should be able to keep up with videos. I'll probably do better than I have the last couple of weeks. I intend on getting this video out quite quickly, because like I said, I've got to catch up with stuff. I've been messing around a little bit too much, really. Well, not messing about, it's been a stressful couple of weeks getting stuff done. But I can't see loads more in the camping. But we do have a Dodge Charger here. And again, I don't know if I've seen this one before. Very reminiscent of Cyan's one we saw down at American Day. Very similar. Cool though, liking it. We also over here, we got a Falcon wagon, is it? Let's quickly run over here and get this in. No, country sedan wagon. I said there's cool stuff parked up all over the place. We got Santa Pod's famous big mega turbines up there. You can see the wind just on the flags here, the Chevy flag. But we're going to go over to the cars I've just seen over here, so let's keep moving. We've got an all-white Firebird down here as we're walking through. And we've got a couple of Chevy trucks up here I'll try and get to. On the Ford van here, we have the number plate of Miss Chevy. Decent plate, isn't it? Pretty sure I know who's got that. Oh, I was right, it was who I was thinking. And again, talking of custom plates, we got Customs as another plate. Coming along to Black Rack's Speed Shop. Now, thankfully, this isn't the matte black Dodge Coronet I want. But I do like Coronets, Super Bs, all of that. Modified ones, especially. Very nice 69 Dodge Super B. I'm presuming it's got the Super B badge. I need to research that. I don't know how you identify a Super B to a non-Super B. We'll have to look into that. But liking that a lot. Like I said, it is quiet down here. This is the camping section. Fairly busy, but not massively. But like I said, just walking through. Cool cars all round. Now, I'm not going to walk much further. Well, I'm not going to walk up there because it doesn't seem to be much. So we're going to go back and we'll see what we can find this way. And as we're walking through, we've got a few cars driving past us here in the campsites. We've got the GMC Typhoon down here. Now, I don't know these too well, but I'm fairly certain this is a very rare motor, and it is incredibly quick as well. There's quite a bit to these, I'm pretty sure. There should be quite a lot to that. It should be beefy motor, that. Just walking through the campsite, we've got the Dodge van rolling through. And just down from that, another Dodge van just down there. We've got camper van down there, Chevy camper van with the race flag on it. But we're going to move back now out of the pits and see, into the pits and see what we can find. We got the Flying Husky down here. There's a lot of motors I've seen myself before at various other events down here, but it's never a bad thing seeing the same motors over and over. Gonna keep working our way through here. Got the all black Willis coupe down there, and even more motors. We're just walking through the pits here. Cars all round. We got Frankenstein Gasser here. This is a cool motor, this.
You alright, Max? How you doing?
Yeah, good mate, you?
Yeah, sound mate, sound. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, been good. We're only down. So like I said, always good catching up with more people down here. And like I said, this is just a fantastic motor. Really is one of them crazy, crazy motors, which seen down the pod multiple times, and you always know it when you see it. And we got the Chevy Apache, would this be? Yeah, Chevy Apache. Don't think I've seen this one before. Rather nice. But even more down here. Now, the Bel Air here. The blue on this, stunning paintwork. Bodywork looks fantastic. High attention to detail on the interior. Lovely dash. One of my favourite cars of the show, I'd say. I'm liking that a lot. Just really looks the part. I wonder what it's packing underneath. Let's spin this up. Liking this motor a lot. Probably my favourite one of the show so far. Well, I do like the Roadrunner as well, but I do like that a lot.
180 box on the back. There's the other one.
Oh, well, good luck.
No, there's been a big delay because of the... Just to get them out.
So as I said, we're just walking through here, looking at what we have down in the pits. Whole load of different motors all round. Like I said, Hot Rod Drags, it's one of them really good events. And I am not going too near that because I do not want to be deafened, but we're going to continue now on to the second row of the pits from top down to the bottom. Or back towards the start line anyway. We've got another Willis coupe down here with all the front down and the hood open. Real cool motors all round. That's the other thing I like about this camera I've got. It's small, I can get it in places, you can get some cool video. But let us cut and continue on when we find something else. Right through the back, up on the stands through there, you can see Ugly Sister just hiding all the way in the back. As we've got the watch shop here, I'm going to have a browse through some of the parts they've got available. And we've now come to the watch shop section here, where they've got their big lineup of cars. Always got some fast motors with bright flashy paint on them, their branding on the side. They're down nearly every meeting, this lot. Always busy, always racing fast cars. And out of everyone, they're quite big in the Mopar scene, but they're one of the few sets of people I've never actually particularly spoken to that often. Can't really recall any times I've had interactions with them. Not often anyway. So out of everyone in the Mopar world, I think they're the next people I need to try and get in contact with and find out, have a chat with them. We're always busy, they're always shooting off to go down the track or anything like that. Normally when I go over and have a chat, always busy, always manage to catch it at the wrong time. But hey, we'll see what we can do today. Got a couple more motors just parked up over there. It's looking good today. Like I said, a lot of cars down here. We'll continue on to the next row, see what we can find. The Charger RT here, saying 265 Hemi on the back. It's a bit of a different combo from what I'm using. Oh, it's an Aussie Charger, that's why. Didn't recognise that from the back. This is a Valiant. It's also got one of the original Mopar Muscle Club stickers in it. And MMA as well. I must have seen this motor about before, surely. Very similar to the one we had down at Bagshot as well. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the same. Cool motor, liking it. And as we walk through to the next section of the pits, we got the Plymouth Barracuda down here in a nice blue colour as well. Almost B5. could be B5, not certain on it. B5 I think is normally a bit darker. We've got the yellow duster down here as well. As I said, we're just having a little cruise through the pits and we're just filming what we see as we walk through here. Got 69 Pontiac Firebird here, blue rocker covers to match the blue exterior paint. Some cool cars all round. Like I said, if you haven't done the pod before, it's definitely worth coming down to. Just gone past Mr. Billadoo there. Would have had a chat with him, but he's currently talking to someone else, so I'm not going to try and jump in on someone else's conversation. Like I said, we're just walking around. I've seen tons of people. I know it's always busy down here at the pod. And we got another 69 Roadrunner down here. Here I'm at then. Walking through, just a couple more motors just sitting about. Quite a unique setup here from what I can see anyway. Not something I think I've seen replicated on many other motors. All side mounted here.
Yeah.
It's perfect because that allows 4 sights straight out. Otherwise, if that was dead centre, that would be right in the way, wouldn't it? As we're walking through, a few of the dragsters are getting ready now just to head out onto the track. So yeah, it looks like a lot of this lot will be coming out, so we're not going to go down there in case we get, well, squished basically. So we'll just keep moving until we find the next thing to see. And we're back, just to give you context where we are, we're back near the finish line. And they said that I was talking to someone, and they said it rained on Thursday. So I don't know if this is remnants of Thursday's rain, but everything else I've seen has been bone dry down here today. So we're just walking through, like I said, more motors wherever you look. Always stuff on the move down here. More music being played down here, so we're gonna have to see how we go. Not copyright up front, but we just have some really cool, really unique motors down here. Just cool stuff all round. Wherever you look, cool motors. I say it's one of the coolest things about Santa Pod. You get to go down right into the pit and see all the happenings and goings on. Just like the live tearing down of the engine.
It's a very short part on the underside of that wall. Yeah, I mean, I'll run down the wall just quick. Just cross patch again, but it's only one.
said, really cool. Just down here, everything. It's just got a feel about it down here at the pod. Really, no matter where you look, you will find cool stuff anywhere. Now I've got the sun right behind me, so I will spin around and walk backwards just so I can get myself actually in frame. But there's cool stuff down here everywhere. So we've only got very small bit of Santa Pod left to have a look around. So let us continue on our walk around. Have the angel of death here. Right next to one that hasn't been down here before. I was talking to the owner earlier today, and he said it's the first time he's had this down here to the pod. And I believe he said recently he's gone over when I was talking to him at Cool Flow or American Day. That's right. Check it out. Only 349 miles on this car. No, it has gone round the clock once, but it's cool. We're going to just continue walking around here. Not loads left to be seen, but I hope you have been enjoying the video so far. If you have, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more if you want to see where I get to and all the other crazy things and places that I get to and get up to. Because we ain't finished yet, still more, a lot more to be seen. As my camera slowly runs out of battery, I must have done a lot of filming today. Gonna be a long old video to edit up, but as I said earlier, hopefully I get this one out. And for those who have watched this far into the video, hey, I'm really happy that you're enjoying it. But let us continue on our walk around. So there's a lot of cars now lining up to go down the track. They've all come into the pairing lanes. Let me see if I can just get down here to get a little shot of these all lining up down here. Getting ready for some more racing action down here at the pod today, as they are lined up as far as you can see. But as I said, not much left to be seen, so we'll just continue walking around until we've finished all up. Once I finish this walk around, I may actually start to do a couple of photos from today. I've taken a few photos of the things that I really like here today. Probably mostly all the Mopars, but I've done a few photos. That's what the big camera's for. It does also do video, this big camera that I have, but it's not stabilised like the gimbal is. So let me have a look and see how many photos I've done today. I am on 56 photographs today. 2 of those weren't even here, and quite a few of those are actually duplicate photos, which I just got to go through and delete. But I think that pretty much brings us to the end of the walk around for Hot Rod Drags 2024. There's a couple of other cars just to see. There's a lot lining up as well that we haven't seen during this walk around. Like the Corvette here, we haven't seen this Stingray. We saw the one in like a nice sort of deep silver, the other Stingray, which I think was a 66, not 100% on the year of that one. Why does it keep going up? Go down, camera. There it is. But we got a few more cars just to see. There's a couple over here that we got to get to, so we'll have a look at these as well. That's been a very good day down here at the pod. About to finish up with the filming. The wind is picking up. Them wind turbines, they're going round. As you can see over in the background, them flags are flying fast. Wind's getting up, but let's finish this video off. So we've come to what will be probably the last few cars that I film. We have sounds and pressure down here on the side of the Chevy. Trojan record sticker in the window. I can imagine it going down the road playing the ska tunes in the 70s soul. Will be all decent tunes, all good times. And what a vehicle to end it on. We had the Winnebago here. Now it doesn't have a for sale sign on it, but I've seen online that this particular one, I'm certain of it, this is for sale. I can't remember how much. I want to say it's about 25 grand, something like that, but it's cool. Little Wiley coaty on the front. Can we actually see through? I have no idea, but it's cool. So I think that will probably finish the video off for this year's Hot Rod Drags 2024. I may add some random things to the end of this, who knows. It's going to be a long video anyway, but hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, see you all soon. Bye.